Alright folks, welcome. We're live here at Auto Club Speedway, that's right, Fontana, USA. And we're going to do some USRL, United Southern Racing League, excuse me. We're in the middle of qualifying right now. Some trucks are going to be running around this place. As always, Joe White up here, and I'm accompanied by Tim McBriar. Tim, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing 100% tonight, boy. Right now, we're going to see some good racing here as these guys are getting geared up, qualifying. What you think we're going to see tonight?
I'm going to see some door banging going on tonight, Joe. This track right here is wide, and there's definitely going to be some door banging going on.
Think it's going to be some of it? All right. Well, hey, yeah, you never know. This place, you know, they can get 3 wide. You know, it is wide enough to do that.
They can get 4 wide here, brother.
Absolutely.
I have been here. I wouldn't either, except on the back stretch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't advise it too long anyway. It's not like Talladega or something, but, you know, hey, either way, we are going to see some exciting racing these guys are going to put on here tonight.
Yeah, man, I tell you, coming into turn 3 and 4, you better get your ducks in a row.
True that.
That wide back stretch back there gets you in trouble in turn 1, 3, and 4. Joe, we've raced this track many a time, you know, and it's a good track. I love this track.
It is. It actually is a really good track. It really, it kind of reminds me a little bit about like Texas, or excuse me, Kentucky, a little bit. You know, this one does. Just the way the turns are and all that, but you're right. I kind of like this place. It's kind of one of those momentum style tracks.
Now, you remember back, I'm going to say back when we raced the trucks here. You remember that, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
We raced I've raced all of them here. Till I dropped the cup.
You dropped it? You be all right.
Yeah, I dropped that cup car because it was just too fast for me in these short tracks. Not talking about this one, I'm talking about the short tracks.
Yeah.
But Xfinity is good for here. The trucks and the K&M Pro is good here.
Well, what you got to look at too with a track like this, it's momentum style, and you talk about the cup car, way different than what these trucks are out here. You can manhandle the trucks a little bit more than what you kind of can in a cup car. You got to be kind of finessed, but one thing we got to think about, got a big field here tonight. We got a lot of trucks out here. I think we got 20-some machines, almost 30 out here tonight. Going to do battle Chris Stump right now, the man on top here in qualifying. But Tim, we're getting close to the playoffs, and that means crowning a champ.
Yes, it does, John. I can't wait. I think we're looking at one of them right here. It's going to be in the top.
Absolutely. Might have to get a updated points here pretty, within a week or so for y'all folks out there. Then that way we'll definitely be able to check out what's going on the points there. What's up, Pat T? How you doing, Dan, out there? I want to appreciate everybody tuning in. We're live here at Auto Club tonight with the USRL, and it has been a good season, man. And I want to appreciate Dustin Phillips and the guys here at the USRL for letting me and you come up here and call this action, because it has been fun.
It has been a real pleasure, Joe. I'll tell you, I've had a ball.
Well, speak of the devil, and I guess Dustin Phillips, he heard what I said on the broadcast, because look at that. He's sent me the points. So let's check them out right fast here, Tim. Let me bring it up here. And actually, as of right now, John T. Wimbish is the man on point with Chris Stump, who is sitting, he was on pole. Now he's knocked down to second. John T. Wimbish there in third. So the top two guys, second, third, starting this one, and they're actually the points difference between them. Total, John has 274 points and Chris has 251. Actually, there is a tie for second place in the points between Tommy Haynes and that man right there of Chris Stump, as we're heading in to grid these boys up for Green Flag Racing.
All right, Tommy Haynes is in the top.
He's in third. He is right now he is tied for second place. So, well, let's grid him up here. Is that man right there, Travis Pryor? He put it on pole last minute right there for tonight here. Chris Stump sitting in second spot. Third place man, John T. Wimbish. He's on top of the points. He's looking to come out of here with a good run tonight. Stephen Page starting fourth, fifth place. Troy Rafford, sixth place man. Chris Garrett. You got seventh place Trey Hoovler. And eighth place man, Tommy Haynes. He's tied for second. He's hoping to get some gaining points here tonight. Ninth place, Corey Blevins. And around the top 10, we got Bruce Potter. And we started looking through this rest of this field. It's still anybody's ball game, as you know and I know. If you could get into that chase, well, then you've got a shot.
Yes, you do, Joe. I tell you, we got 26 drivers out here tonight. It's going to be a race right here, buddy.
That's going to be a barn burner. That's what I'm going to say. These guys are going to actually put it on the line, lap after lap here. And you talked about what we're going to see here at Auto Club, one of these tracks. And just to give you an idea of some of these, the lap times, they were very close out there too.
Oh yeah, Chris Stump, Travis Pryor. 40. Let's see, his is 41.540.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were very close.
A bunch of them right there within a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be a good race. I'll tell you.
Pumped up for it?
Yes, I am. I'm waiting to see what to do on the back stretch. I'll tell you that they need to. This is another track. You got to let it come to you.
It does. Momentum is really a key here.
Yes, it is, Joe.
Well, here we go. We're going to grid these boys up tonight here at Auto Club as we're getting set to do 110 laps. And that'll go by pretty darn quick here tonight. As lights on the pace car are off and we're getting set to go racing.
Yeah, it'll be about an hour and 15 minutes, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it won't be too bad.
Nah. Good to see Travis Pryor tonight.
Travis, yeah, he right there at the last minute took the pole here tonight, and not a bad time for him. Absolutely. So it's a pace cars coming around. We're going green flag racing here at Auto Club, folks. Buckle them up. So we're about to do 110 laps, and I get my yawn out the way. Hey, you gotta love medicine. I'm telling you what. That says if I ain't burping, I'm yawning. So who knows? It ain't because I'm bored and tired. It's just because, hey, you know, I'm always heavily medicated. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Here we go. Pace car's about to drop off on pit road. We're going green flag racing. That takes that hard left turn. And that man, Travis Pryor, is going to lead the march parade of those trucks to the start-finish line. Green flags in the air. We're racing at Auto Club, folks. Here we go. As you listen to them motors come to life as they come across the line, storming out turn number 1. For a while, they could stay 2 by 2 as they head off into 1.
They already got 4 wide there, Joe.
Yeah, they 3 wide in the back of the bunch, 2 sets back there. They could do that because you said this is a wide track here. Battle for second spot right now is actually brewing between Chris Stump and John T. Wimmis. Remember, they're the top 2 in the actual point system right now. So it's very vital for those 2 drivers to come out of here with a good run.
Yeah, John Wimmis there doing a good job. Yeah, he's hugging that low line there.
Yes, he is, boy. And it is definitely a dogfight right there for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th spot. Troy Rappert in the mix, Stephen Page up there. And I tell you what, right now, these guys are they're still glued together, and they're already 3 wide back in the back of the pack coming out of turn number 2.
I was looking back through the pack there. They're racing already.
Racing, man, front, back, middle, everywhere, Tim. I tell you right now, battle about to happen up front as the top 2 guys, Chris Stump and that man of Stephen Page, and the 21 of John T. Wimmis. John Wimmis falls back just a little bit. Looks like Chris Stump gets the better of them as they go single file up front.
Chris Stump done moved into 2nd place there. John T. is 3rd.
He is, and there right now you can see, but he's got a whole tailgate full of Steve Page, who is wanting to try to take that spot away with the number 1, as they are still nose to tail here. Now, another thing we need to talk about is maybe what line. You can use the low line, you can use the middle line. It's kind of a multi-groove style track.
Yeah, and Joe, we don't talk much about Troy Rappert.
No, but he definitely has a bad fast machine out there.
Yeah, he's right there beside Stephen Page there.
We've got a good battle here in the middle of the pack with about Brady Briggs there, J.J. Garrett, Jack Walls in the mix. Well, look at these guys fanning out 3 wide, almost 4 wide in contact between the 73 of Garrett back there.
Yeah, John Wimmis, he's up, he took it away from him, didn't he?
And just to let you know, J.J. Garrett traded in his machine, and right now he is actually in a good battle right now. He actually traded it in. He doesn't have the other kitty, but he's got the Intimikid titty. That's right. He's got intimidating boobs out there tonight.
Thank you there, JJ. I appreciate that, buddy.
Oh, I gotta love it.
I can actually call his truck number out and what the name of it is now.
Yeah, there we go. We'll leave it at that. Well, good battle going on here for 4th place. Stephen Page is about to get wrapped up. You talk about Troy Rappert. He's on the high side. He's taking that momentum, and that's another thing. This track reminds me a little bit of Kentucky, because you come off of turn 2, you got that high line, you get that momentum, and get to run down the back stretch.
Joe, they're racing everywhere.
Ooh, contact.
We got Stephen Page got a little bit out of whack there.
Yeah, that was a 76 there of Chris Garrett. Oh, and then he gets out of line and loses the out mowing the grass.
Yep.
Oh, just got a little wiggly, and then he just got pushed up the track just a little bit. Wow.
Man, he lost a lot of space there, Joe.
He sure did. A good battle going on back here for the 11th, 12th, 13th spot. I mean, we just got battles happening up front, middle, and all over the place.
Man, that's a hornet's nest right here I'm looking at.
Well, I tell you what, right now, this is good racing. That's what we come to see here at the Auto Club. These guys can use the low line, the middle line, and the high, and they're going to utilize them until those tires will start to scream at them a little bit.
Oh man, Jack Wall is in a, he's in a pack of hornets.
In line right there, we call it a dog fight, man. That's happening in the backside as he's trying to bring that machine up there. A nice looking 83 machine as Travis Pryor still. He's got the lead over John T. Wimbish, and Chris Stump sitting there in third. Now, like we just said, John T. Wimbish right now, he runs the points lead. Chris Stump's in second. So those two guys, yeah. What's that?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying those two guys right now, you top two guys in points.
Yeah. You got Bruce Potter back there, and we got a new guy, Wesley Whitfield.
Wesley Whitfield, where's he at? Let's see. He's up in the 16th spot.
Yeah, he's at 74 right there. He got a nice looking truck.
Yeah, we see him. He's right there. He's in 16th. Actually, up on the high line, he's got the 01 of Josh Thornton right there up underneath him a little bit.
We want to welcome him to the race there, buddy.
Yeah, no doubt. Welcome to the league here. He's looking pretty good right now as the 03 of Keith Dunn's up under him. He's trying to take that high line right now and try to hang on. What's up, Red? How you doing out there? I want to appreciate everybody here. We almost went high. Whoa, the 19 almost got into him. That's Jason Dockery.
No, he's high, wasn't he?
He was up high. Jason Dockery had to yank it down low there a little bit in order to avoid him.
Oh, they got together a little bit there.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, almost. It was close. Close to no cigar anyways.
Yeah, him and Dustin back here in 19th and 18th.
Yeah, they got a good fight going on, don't they? Old Calvin Allison up here, he's running about the 7th place spot. He's not doing too bad.
Just an update, guys. The 81 of Travis Pryor's hit the wall and he's fell back down in the bottom half of the top 10.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I hate to see that, man. That's actually a race leader out there, or was one of the race leaders out there, and it puts John T. Wimbish up front. I'm still watching this battle back here. I can't believe these guys. They are 3 wide there. Travis Pryor, he's trying to hang on to it, but you got Greg Willis, Tommy Haynes, who is the man who's tied for second in points. He's trying to bring it up through here in the mix. I see you out there, Red. Hey, how you doing, George? How's everybody? Just appreciate you tuning in, and I tell you right now, and you talk about that wall there, Tim, I think it jump out and bite you in a heartbeat here, because if you go too high, wham, it'll jump out there and snap you.
Yeah, but you know, we ain't got but seeing laps on them tires. Them tires is not going away yet.
No, not yet. You know, you're right. They won't go away, but these guys right now, the way they're racing out here, I mean, it's a multi-groove style track. If you get high, we've talked about it being momentum style. And that's the one thing about coming out of turn 2. You can push a lot. The next thing you know, you can push right up into that wall, and it'll just snap out and bite you.
But I'll tell you, I'm watching a race out here in 14, 13, and 12.
That's where I'm watching that right now. That's J.J. Garrett, Josh Thornton, Travis Pryor, Tommy Haynes in the mix. They are mixing it up. 2 and 3 wide back here. Just some good, hard, clean style racing going on in the middle of the pack right now. Just hate it on Travis Pryor's part, put it out up front. But I know John T. Wimbish would love to come out of this place with a win, holding on to that points lead right now. I mean, that would be that'd be a good momentum booster for him.
Yes, it would. We got DeAndre Artis.
Yep. Looks like
He's in 17th. He's a new guy, too. Welcome to the league.
Absolutely. Doing a fantastic job. Whole contact almost between the 01 and Josh Thornton right there in the 77 machine as they made just a little bit of a bump. That's just how close these guys are back here racing. And it's just some heavy-duty metal going around this track right now.
Yeah, do you see that fog on the track?
Yeah, well, it's nighttime, you know. Yeah, you got a little what's called moonlighting. How's that?
California.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the fog, the Fontana's going fog over the track. Well, I tell you, look at the 73. He's going to take it 3 wide down the back stretch with the 17 of Tommy Haynes. I know that's a position he don't want to be in.
Not for long, anyway. He got down below the line there just a little bit.
Yeah, another thing about this track too is once you get caught up back there, a lot of these guys are running about even. Like, as you can still see pretty much the whole field here, you're not really spread out that too far, and everybody's kind of running about the same time. Very hard to pass. I think track position is going to play a very a key part in this track tonight.
Got that right, Joe. Look at Tommy Haynes. That's a pretty truck old Tommy driving tonight.
Yeah, it is. We just talked about momentum. You can already see the momentum. He didn't get to turn off the turn, and look, he's already dropping like a rock in water.
Yeah, we got him to 01, and Jamie got into it there.
Yeah, they've been beating each other, man, half to death last couple laps here. We're at lap 15 here, 110. John T. Wimbush out front leading this one with the old Troy Radford moving it up. Chris Stump actually has fallen off the pace up front. He was actually in second for a while.
Yeah, Travis Pryor back in 22nd now.
Yeah, he bumped that wall earlier on and snapped out there and bit him a little bit. He's going to need a caution, or at least need to get through these first pit stops, get in there and get some repairs done. Hopefully maybe get that thing back up there, straightened out enough he can get the speed back up. Not going to say, depending on how bad this damage is, I'm not going to say this track will hurt him too bad. I mean, you do have a little bit of aero here, but it could be affecting him right now.
Yes, it most certainly is there, Joe. Look here with Troy Radford's up there in second place.
Yeah.
Trey Hubler's there.
Yeah, Trey Hubler's already moved it up there in the third place spot. And you got, like I said, Troy Radford in second. John T. Wimbush checking out. He's got a little over a half-second lead. And Chris Stump right now. Well, we said that Chris Stump, he had dropped back a little bit, but now he moved it back up into the fourth place.
He's in fifth on mine, but yeah, but he ain't coming across there. But Corey Blevins is up there. We ain't talked about him very much.
Well, Corey Blevins, you know, that's another one who actually, you remember the last several races, he's one who has tried to take some chances with pit strategy here. Him and actually Corey Wharton. Corey Wharton has tried to do some really pit strategy. So, good to see the Corys and, well, the Corey and Corey show. Gotta love it.
Calvin Allison's jumped up there in sixth place, and Chris Garrett right there behind him.
Well, I still get a chuckle on the J.J. Garrett's truck.
I am not going to do it.
He's got hello boob on it. How's that? We'll go that route.
He don't have that no more. He's changed it.
No, he still got that on there. Look at it. It says hello Tata. We'll say it that way. How's that? We'll try to keep it clean as we'll try to keep it as clean as we possibly can. You know, how we go. Guys got a sense of humor.
I just gotta look what it said.
Yeah, you guys got a sense of humor. I'll give him that. Oh well, we got a battle up here for second. As whoa, wait a minute. Trey Hubler, he's blinking all over the place. He's like Pac-Man out there with one of the blinkers. That's not what you want to see. You don't want to see another truck. Yeah, you don't want to see another truck blinking around you like that, do you?
No. He changed the name on there.
I just told you that earlier in the race. Yeah, he's got the it's called intimidated. I said it was intimate boobs, but that that sounds a little bit better.
Yeah, we know that. Boobmobile.
We went for that. That's what I said last week.
Ladies and gentlemen, we having fun with that right there, but he is racing for a good cause for Cancer Month.
Yeah, he
for the ladies.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, he has it out there. It's just one of them running jokes and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, there's a good battle going on here between now Troy Radford. He was in second. Now he fell all the way back to fourth.
Yeah, Chris Stump moved up.
He did. I was watching Troy Radford there. He got up to second, and then he all of a sudden fell back. Kind of got off the pace just a little bit. So.
Oh my God!
What's wrong?
I'm looking at Chris Stump's truck. Bitcoin? Are you kidding me?
Chris Stump. Where's Chris Stump? Yeah, Bitcoin, man. You know what Bitcoin is, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the Bitcoin truck.
Hey, a bunch of us got ripped off by it.
Well, I ain't got ripped off by it yet.
Oh, well, I didn't either because I quit.
Yeah, you quit. You go.
I quit before I got ripped off.
I'm showing him
Burn got ripped off.
I'm showing him in an ice machine right now. Chris Stump.
Nice truck.
Yeah. You show him in the Bitcoin, I'm showing him in the ice machine. Oh. I don't know. Hey, either way, nice looking truck. He's got something on the back of it. I don't know if I could get a look at it. See what's on the back of it.
Bitcoin.
No, it ain't Bitcoin what I'm seeing. He's got something else on the back of it. I want to see if I can't see it. I don't know if I can get a good angle enough to see the back of that truck. Yeah, I don't think I can.
Trey Hoover took over second place there, Joe.
He did. Trey Hoover's moved it up.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Let's see if I can't get it from the nose.
Joe, it looks like it's about time for green flag pit stops here as we're going to see the leaders come down pit road.
I see that. Well, I was about to try to see what Trey's backside truck said, but couldn't see it. Or Chris Stump's truck said. Oh well.
Dustin, you doing all right?
Yeah, Tim, doing pretty good tonight, boys.
Did you get that video?
I sure did, buddy. I appreciate it.
I did the best I could, bud.
Hey, what's up, Briggs? How you doing out there, man? Are you right? Pit stops. So it looks to be about lap 23 that they can go here. So that's going to put us 1, 2, 3. Think anybody might try 3 stops tonight?
It probably could.
Yeah, it's all going to depend. I mean, they're going to have to go. Well, I don't know. Troy Radford's in here now at lap 24, so that's actually going to put them on about a 4-stop pit stop here. If my redneck calculator's working, I know yours broke last night, Tim.
These trucks are acting awful peculiar tonight.
Well, I got a few of them out there that's blinked here and there, but hey, we are on the virtual world, so that's all right. That's going to put, actually, Troy Radford's back, he's in pit road, excuse me. That's going to put Corey Blevins up front. And John T. Wimmis is going to be right behind him. Trey Hoovler is there in third. Chris Stump's going to be in fifth. Calvin Allison, really haven't talked much about him, but that's going to put him up in fourth. So that's going to round out your top 5 after these pit stops.
Yeah, Corey, we ain't been talking about him here lately, neither, Joe.
Well, he's short pitted. He's short pitted beyond these guys. Got out front there in front of him. Right now, he's doing a pretty outstanding job. He's got that thing rolling, and if he could keep the momentum going, you might have something for him tonight.
Yeah, and in the pre-race, I got to talk to him down there on pit road, and he definitely felt good. He thought this was one of his places he could He can really show his might, and right now he's got a pretty good run if he can hold off that John T, which has been fast all night. Clean air is pretty important here tonight, Joe, for real. So we'll see the guys hopefully out front. They'll definitely have the advantage.
I tell you what, Dustin, we're going to have a good race tonight. It ain't started getting door banging yet.
Nah, I don't know if you'll see much door banging here tonight because they got a pretty good warning during the drivers' meeting. So we'll see. We'll see them have some pretty clean racing here tonight, I'm sure.
I heard you giving out the drivers' meeting. Them guys right there, Corey Blevins is, looks like John Wimbless is catching up to him a little bit. He's going up underneath him now. John Wimbless is going under. Look like he might be picking take it away from him, Joe.
Yeah, battle for the lead, ain't it, right now?
Yeah, he did take it away from him. Got Trey Hubler right there behind him there, John Wimbless.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be like new tires versus old tires, I believe it is.
Yeah.
But he might be able to hold that high side on, though, a little bit.
Yeah, he got the door shut on him that time.
Well, you know, might open up the door there for Calvin Allison.
Yeah, I do want to mention Calvin started about shotgun on the field here tonight. Didn't get a qualifying lap in like he likes to do a lot. He's definitely drove up here through the field and sitting here battling for the second spot. He's fast every week, so no surprise here.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
He started on the back? Wow. He got a truck at a hammer, huh?
Yeah, he started 24th out of 25 here tonight, so.
My hat's off to him. But I ain't got no hat on.
Yeah, right now he's giving that deck lid full of Corey Blevins, trying to get here. Ain't really got nowhere to go, but Corey's done a pretty good job here tonight. He survived last week with a top 10 finish at Darlington. He said was not a great truck, so you know, it's good to see him run up front and be competitive here this week as well.
Hey, he went down low that time. He got it, didn't he?
Yeah, and actually, well, when I'm blinking, that Trey Hubler, he's been blinking just a little bit.
Here comes Corey Blevins back down, back down under him. Calvin Allison.
Yeah, just don't think that inside lane's going to work quite yet. I mean, they got the tires kind of a little bit off.
Yeah, it's pushing up.
Well, that's just because, you know, the momentum here of this track. You can see kind of the middle groove right now working a little bit.
Turn 3 and 4, Joe, it'll push up on that if you ain't careful.
Hey, what's going on, Drive? How you doing? Well, David Roach looking good. He's up there in the 9th place spot.
Yeah, my buddy David's up there. Yeah, he's kind of trying to come to the front.
Yeah, top 10.
DeAndre Artist, he's been right there ever since he started.
Yeah. But you got Greg Willis right there on his back end, and then you got the, you know, like you said, Artist. That's a newcomer here, and he's up in 11th place right now.
Yeah, he just lost one.
Yeah, I mean, but he'll get it back up there. I mean, it won't take too long.
Yeah, DeAndre's part of the Dirty South Racing boys. They put a pretty good group together over there, and really appreciate all the work they do for the league. So it's good to see him come out. He's definitely not new to racing, but we want to welcome here to USRL.
Yeah, we welcome every one of the new guys tonight there, Dustin. Good to see Travis Pryor back on the circuit.
Yeah, he messaged me this week, and he said he finally got the funds to get the truck back together after a couple weeks races ago when they tore it up pretty good. So it's good to see him back out here this week.
Yeah, 'cause I've raced with Travis Pryor a lot. Actually raced with him, beside him.
Hey, put it on pole earlier.
He did.
But like you said, man, that wall, it just jumps out, man, bites you here, and you gotta hate it. I mean, you know, out there running good, and next thing you know, you're falling back.
Yeah, I hate to see that right there. 23rd. He's still on the same lap though.
Absolutely.
Like Calvin Allison and Trey Hoover there working it out there.
Yeah, Calvin Allison actually has moved it up in the second place spot right now, and you know Trey Hoovler, he's been able to maintain there in the third place spot. He's just still kind of blinking a little bit, but that would make Chris Stump a little nervous behind him.
No, I believe that's him lights making that right there, Joe.
What, making it blink?
No, making it real light color like it's got a fog.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that, and you say we're in California.
Yeah, it's the 60% humidity we have here tonight. Pretty good amount of fog tonight, that's for sure.
I was right, Joe.
California.
Yep. California.
It could be fog or it could be smog. I'm not quite sure.
It could be either one of them there, Dustin.
We're looking at 88 degrees and 88 track temp, 6 degrees, no wind. 2 mile track here tonight.
Yeah.
Not bad so far.
Great track.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this place, you know, good racing, good momentum. Like I say, it reminds me of a Kentucky style. The way you run it here, you kind of glide into turns 3 and 4 and kind of let it sell out of turn 2. Got to be real careful because it might send you right up into the wall. But it kind of reminds me of that track a little bit.
Yeah, Chris Garrett up there, he just taking his time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, brother, JJ Garrett, his first race was last week. He had a pretty good showing until he got into some trouble. He's definitely got a fast truck here. This battle for second's really heating up.
Yeah, those guys right there have been battling out all night between Chris Stump, Chris Garrett. You actually have old Trey Hoovler up there. All those guys all night long. They kind of letting John T. Wimmis walk away from it right now.
Yeah, clean air is so important here, Joe. And I tell you what, John, he told us, he was telling us all week that they were gonna hate him after this race because he's doing a pretty good job of showing them why they'd hate him after this race as he continues just to make that truck further and further away from him.
I tell you what, he's sure doing it, Dustin.
Oh, look there, it looks like Calvin Allison got into the wall there.
Yeah, it didn't hurt him too bad. It put him back in, what, 4th?
Yeah, right now he's back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Stump back there in the back. He must have got into something there.
Calvin Allison, he's one of those who, right now he's 5th in the points as of right now.
Chris Garrett's all over his back bumper.
There you go.
Yeah, fellas, won't be long here, so we'll have probably another green flag pit stop here coming up shortly, so we'll see what these guys decide to do.
How many they got tonight, Dustin?
110 laps, 150 miles.
All right, now you got full or how much fuel?
50% fuel tonight.
All right. 45 laps.
We're on race number 7, right?
Race 8.
Race 8. All right.
2 weeks to the playoff.
Yep, next week's an off week, and then we head we're off next week, and then we head to Iowa the 22nd, the 29th, with last regular season at Bristol, and then we'll start the chase.
Said top 16 in points will be in the chase, right?
Yes, sir. Top 16 on points, no matter whether you had a win or you didn't. It's going to be based off points. It's going to reset the top 16 with each win as a bonus point. We'll go into Richmond, race number 11 for the performanceracing.org 150. 200 laps there. Top 8 after there. I go in to the final race of the season, and they'll all be the top 8 of be leveled out, and it's the best man wins.
Well, I tell you what, Richmond's gonna be a tough one for them.
Yeah, you'll definitely see some good racing there at Richmond. Nice short track, and I tell you, last time we were there, the trucks had a pretty good show, so looking forward to another good one.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we got a couple guys out doing some pit stops.
But Joe, John is they are gonna hate John when he gets through tonight.
Got a handle on the track right now.
He ain't even.
And John's one of those that he's talked about. He don't like to chase, and I don't blame him, because if he continues like he is, he would just continue to march on to the championship the way he's been so consistent this year. And tonight, he's been up in the top 5 all year long, and just hadn't picked up that win. But tell you what, he's definitely gonna get him one here shortly, and tonight may be his night.
He'd have got it the other night. Dustin and Pat lap down, car hadn't gotten his way. What, 2 weeks ago?
Not sure.
What was that, Joe, when he got last lap, got tangled up?
I remember he got a couple laps down, and he came back and he finished like 3rd and won the races. Whoa, we got a spin. Chris Stump, he locks him down coming into pit road. Wow, saved that truck. Well, that's not good. That's second place man of points right there coming in. It's not what he wanted to see.
But I tell you what, man, he did a hell of a job there saving that truck, and was able to stay in front of the 5 there. So maybe not so bad as he was able to recover there.
He did save it. That was a good save for him.
The yellow flag is out.
And the yellow flag's out.
What in the world?
And that would actually be J.J. Garrett. And he just lost it. Bam! Right into the wall. And he knocked that kitty out, I'll tell you that much.
He knocked that boob off the back, didn't he?
It's flat. Dead. That's all I can say.
He had a blowout.
He hit
had
hard.
a blowout.
Well, the man's going to actually benefit from this one is actually Chris Stump. Because he was on pit road getting his pit stop. Well, he's not going to get penalized for that. Actually, that's going to put him back out on the field because all these other guys are going to go in the pit. That's going to probably put him back up front in the lead.
He was lucky on that one there, Joe.
I tell you what, that's a tough break for JJ. Looked like he clipped the apron there in 1 and 2, and just lost the front end, and she was going from there and tagged the wall. It's gonna be a tough break for 73 here tonight.
Yeah, what's happening to Jack Walls there? He's 2 laps down.
Yeah, he had some early damage and just been off the pace. So.
Oh, okay, Reggie. I appreciate it. It says it was
I
Dover with Jack
tell you one
Walls.
person that didn't want to see that caution, Joe and Tim, was probably John Wimbish. You know, he had started to pull from these boys, and I tell you what, that 76 has got that truck dialed in after that last pit stop, and it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to compete with the speed of the 21 here tonight. But he's got a pretty fast truck.
Well, if he can get off the pit road there in a hurry, and you know, he'll get the first start. You know, he'll be the one and bring them to the flag.
And I tell you what, you got to watch out. Top 4 coming down pit road right now is Wimbish, Garrett, Allison, and Radford, and all of those trucks been fast here tonight. So this first caution here tonight is going to maybe shed a little light on things to come, as if we see some of these fast trucks making their way to the front.
I missed that one lap there, Joe.
What's that?
I said 45 and it was 46.
Well, like I say, you got to look. Actually, Chris Stump's going to benefit a lot from this one. He was on pit road at the time doing his pit stop, and that caution came out while he was actually getting his service done, so he won't have to come back in. And John T. Wimbish and all those, so he'll be good.
Yeah, he's setting in good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's right there in 3rd place spot.
Yep.
We're not quite halfway. We got to get to lap 55 here before we get halfway into this one. Lap 46 here at Auto Club Speedway for the USRL here tonight. T-Rex Grills Truck Series under the lights here. Been a good one so far. We're in the caution for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, in the fog.
In a fog. At least it ain't raining. We'll be all right with that.
I ain't getting in that blimp tonight, not no fog.
And my bad, it's first caution. I got a little happy there. I said 2nd.
Trey Hoover leading this. No, I'm not getting in that blimp and that foggy.
Come on now, we gotta get in the blimp.
I get dizzy as it is.
As long as you don't fall out, we're okay.
Like I did that night.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's see who stays out and who does. It's like Trey Hoovler's going to be the man on point here. Chris Stump's going to be in 2nd, John T. Wimbish in 3rd. And that's going to be interesting to see because all these guys are going to be on good tires. It'll be interesting to see if John can actually get through the field. If he gets a good jump and a good start with these guys, he should be able to come through that field pretty easily. But, you know, Chris Stump, he's right there. He's trying to make up some points on him. Second the points here. But he's not going to give up that easily.
Coy Blevins come in?
He did. He actually was one of those that actually came in under. He was on pit road during the caution.
That's right.
Yep. So he actually got, he got the benefit of that. Trey Hoovler, Chris Stump, and actually Corey Blevins all were on pit road at the time. So actually the mishap that Chris Stump had on pit road really, that actually, he won the lottery with that one, because if it had stayed green, he probably would have lost more time, because remember when he came in, he almost lost it. I lost a lot of time coming to the pit. So actually that caution really, really benefited him.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them up there getting a wave around.
Absolutely. Yeah, so, you know, Chris Stump's probably up there, you know, wiping his forehead off going, well, I dodged the bullet on that one.
Yeah, he did, and he's up above Trey Hoover there. We're going to see what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
These car lights are off.
That's right. When we go green, it's going to be lap 49 when they cross that green light. Going to send us to the green, Tim?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, everybody, let's pull them belts up tight again. We can go green flag racing here at our old club Speedway. He's on the back stretch headed to turns 3 and 4. In turn 3, coming around to 4, it's gonna be a shootout right here. The pace car getting ready to duck off in the pit road there. We're gonna go back green flag racing real quick. Pace car just left the track, and we're gonna green coming around to the flag there.
Green flag.
Green flag, and Trey Hoover got a good start. John Wimblish is right behind him. Chris Stump fell back one there, Joe.
He did, and John T. Wimich looking on that inside. Chris Stump just can't quite get the run up high that he needs. And the number 5, Corey Blevins there, he's actually going to take that inside. Here comes old John T. Wimich. He's going to try now to run down that 90 machine.
There's Troy Rappert up there. We ain't been talking about him very much.
Well, you know, Troy Rappert, he does have a fast machine. He's definitely got that simspeedshop.com truck there. And look at Corey Blevins, just lost all momentum. They're 3 wide coming out of turn 4.
Wow, that's a lot of wind coming around there.
Yes, it was. You know, he just lost some momentum, and that truck kind of pushed up the track there. And that's just what this place will do to you. You know, you think you got some good running, the next thing you know, boom, you got a lot of momentum going.
Got that right. Now we got John Wimblish right there on Trey Hoover's back door there. Chris Stump right behind John. They are all mangled up back there, ain't they?
They are. Yeah, action up front and back. And I tell you what, right now, Trey Hoover's going to have a whole back deck lid at that number 21 here soon.
I think John Wimblish will find a way to get around him. He's right on his bumper.
Yeah, they're going to do a tailgate party here soon.
He's doing something.
Got a bad fast hot rod out there tonight. That autosbynelson.com machine. He looks through the inside. Let's see if he can't hold the momentum coming out of 2. Can't quite get it done down the back stretch. He'll have to fall back in line. As that outside lane, that's the momentum side right there.
Yeah, that inside, there's not holding.
If Trey Hoover can hold him off a little bit, he might be able to wear the tires out on him, but I just don't think he's going to be able to hold off that charge of the 21. As you already see, he's got that inside lane right now.
Yes, he has. He's going for it, too. I believe he's going to get it.
And it looks like he's going to drive on down into turn 1. If he does, well, look at that arch that the number 90 gets there. He just can't quite hold on to it.
John Wimblish got him, I think, coming around it. Oh, no, though.
Well, that momentum push on the high line, that's what I was talking about.
Man, listen to them things.
He's still door to door. He's going to have him this time. He's going to scoot up in front of him.
Yeah, he got him that time. Now let's see if he can walk back off like he did a while ago.
I got a feeling he probably will. I mean, once you get out front, I think it's usually, as long as you maintain your momentum out front, it's usually, this place, you can kind of carry it. As fast as he's been, as good as he's been so far, now, I'm not saying anybody can't run him down, but they're going to have to start finding out what kind of lane to use.
He's already pulling off a little bit.
Yes, he is. Got the Greg Wilson in back there battling it out back here for the 9th and 10th.
Ow, Rappert is right there on Hoover.
Yeah, we just got so many battling going on around here. We got Dale Albright back here in 11th place spot having a good battle with the 74, Wesley and Josh. And then, like you just said, you got Troy Rappert and Trey Hoover up there battling it out.
Dale Albright's in that STP machine tonight.
Yeah, nice looking paint job he's got on that thing.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this race is actually brought to you by Dustin Phillips Design. We'll do anything custom for you, and that's another one we did for Dale there.
Nice.
Dale's a good driver there, Dustin. He just needs to get a break.
Yeah, there's quite a few guys, man, that just need to continue to. As we speak, gets right into the wall, gets hung on it. Finally gets off of, he's gonna lose quite a bit of spots here.
Hard to the wall.
He scraped that truck pretty good too.
Yeah, you can see that. Plus the 01 got a little damage there too.
Yeah, he was right there with him there. He pulled him into it.
That's just the momentum style, this track.
Boy, I'm telling you.
It can happen. I'll tell you what, John T. Wimmis, he is the man up front right now. Troy Rafford still sitting there. Well, he got up in the second. Trey Hoovler there sitting in third. Chris Garrett fourth. Chris Stump rounds out the top five. Now, John hasn't walked away as much this time. Troy Rafford's trying to run him down. So we're going to sit that 94. Might be the only guy that might be able to do anything with the 21.
Yeah, he's definitely had some good speed here tonight. He looks like he's going to try to reel him in, but, you know, getting to him is one thing. Getting around him is something else. And John's pretty strong here tonight. So, there's only a very few trucks that I think can compete with that 21 tonight. And Troy may be one of them, but he's still got to get around him.
Like you said there, Dustin, it's another thing. Catch them and pass them's another thing. You can catch them all night long, but if you can't get around them, you ain't doing it.
That's right.
Bump and run.
Yeah,
a little fast for this track to be doing it, but I mean, I guess you could do it, but you know, you're going to take a big danger. It's unlike a Bristol or something like that. Track this way, you're carrying a lot of speed and momentum. Take a real big chance doing something like that. Actually, taking your own self out too.
Yeah, you'll be up in that catch fence in a heartbeat.
That's what I'm talking about. He is closing right on his back deck lid right now, but he's also got 2 or 3 other trucks back there too. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get up there, maybe see what he's got.
Ray Hoover's got that high line going for him.
Yeah, as those tires wear out too, that's another thing. We're going to see who actually has the better tires as the run goes along here. As the 76 of Chris Garrett makes it around, actually Trey Hoovler for that 3rd place spot. You can see Troy Rafford takes a lower line and he gets a good bite. And actually John T. Wimmis wiggled that time a little bit going into turn 3 and 4, and that let Trey pull up on his back deck lid.
Yeah, but he shut that door real quick there, Joe.
He did, and the thing about it is, if he can get up there on his back deck lid, he might be able to upset that 21 a little bit. I mean, that's what he's trying to do, and he did that time. Just wasn't close enough to maybe pounce on it as the door opened up. So that's probably the only advantage maybe that maybe he's trying to see if he can do.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing. That 76 has been watching his lap times the last couple of laps. He's been first or second as far as fastest truck on the track at this time. So got to definitely keep an eye on him, as he's definitely got a fast truck here tonight.
Yeah, actually your 2nd and 3rd place drivers right now are actually faster. Now John T. Wimmis a little bit quicker right there. All 3 of them machines are running within several hundredths of each other. And that just goes to show you how close it is. The problem is it takes us back to you can catch them, but being that close, getting around, it'll be very hard. You're going to have to upset that guy, get him a little nervous.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was just saying, we hadn't talked much about DeAndre here tonight, but the last 3 laps, he's had the fastest lap by over a 10th each lap. He's running in the 10th spot right now, so he's got a fast truck. He's just stuck back there in traffic, so we'll keep an eye on him if he gets the chance to get up there and run with these boys.
Track position, that's very key here. Is being fast back in the back of the pack, you still got to get through the front. You know, if you can get out here out front, usually run your own race. Now, what John would love to see is that 76 and 94 start battling a little bit. As you see old Chris Garrett right there. Pull up on the back deck lid of the 94 Trey Hoovler. Troy Rafford. And he has to back off a little bit because, you know, you get a momentum, you get a run, and you just can't make the pass.
Get loose there when you got another truck on your bumper.
Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Kathy?
Hey, Kathy.
There you go. That's your friend, Tim. Well, we're doing racing out here. Well, these guys are doing racing. We're talking about it. Having fun doing it. That's a good one right now.
Club Speedway.
That's right. Like you said, in the fall. Here we call it the fog or the smog or either one. But I tell you what, since everybody's here, might as well just go ahead and let's do what we like doing. Let's go high and wide. The blimpy cam. I call it the blimpy cam. Now you gotta love the blimpy cam. Gives you a good perspective of the track. Just shows you how far apart these guys really are. And there's that good battle about to happen for second place right there. But hey, who don't like blimpy? I know you like blimpy, Tim. You like blimpy?
Oh yeah.
I love blimpy. Everybody likes blimpy. I still want to meet the person that can actually stay mad or sound mad and say blimpy. It's just one of them words that don't work. But showing off this good race here, and actually that 76 just made a pass that made it look very easy on the 94, and that's probably not what John wanted to see, because he has been pretty quick on the track so far.
Yeah, but he run that low line though, Joe.
Well, if it makes him fast, he can run man up in the stands. I mean, I'm just saying, it don't matter where he runs at. He's actually almost not, well, he's not quite a tenth, but he's close to a tenth faster than John T. Wemyss right now. So John's not been able to run that low line like he has. So if he can run it, he'll run that thing right up on the inside of him.
He's got a higher line.
He does. Maybe John will decide to go down low here if he gets up closer.
I just imagine John will change his line when he gets right up on him.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times guys do that when they see another guy closing in. You know, they'll run one line for a while, maybe to save some tires. We'll see. We'll see if actually, I mean, because that time, you know, Chris Steele just a tad bit faster. At the pace he's going right now, it'll take him a couple more laps to get up there to John. He's just not running very fast enough. And you already see John's going to protect that inside lane.
John got a good line right there. He's got the best line out there.
And watch this run that Garrett gets coming off of the turn 4. I mean, look at that. As you're seeing a couple guys coming into the pits, Chris stumping them. And this battle's about to heat up for the lead up here.
Chris Garrett's catching him.
Chris is all over the back end. He is using the middle of the track. John's went down low, but Chris has went to the middle of the track and is pulling momentum coming off. He's running what I call probably a textbook line around a Kentucky. And again, I kind of mirror this track kind of Kentucky. You can almost run the same lines. They feel about the same. And the lines around this track usually run about the same. And you can see them. And the diamonds it in, goes to the middle of the way, lets it kind of glide out. He'll head off into turn number 1. He'll diamond it in, kind of go maybe to the middle of the track, not all the way down to the apron, and let that thing glide coming out of turn 2 and get the momentum coming out. And that's going to keep that momentum up for you. See, it keeps them tires up, and they come out of 2. They'll go right up against that wall.
I told you that John would change his line there when he caught him.
Oh, well, you know, he's going to have to. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't, the 76 is going to utilize it. Now you see John went up high. 76 went back down low. Oh, he's coming in the pits.
Coming in.
He's coming in. Chris Garrett. So.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, that's going to actually leave Troy Radford, John T. Wemyss out. Now let's see if they go in. Let's see if we can calculate this in my head. As we're going to have 80, 90, 110. It'll be 40 laps. Whew. They gonna have to make one more pit stop. No matter where they pit at here, they're gonna have to make one more.
Yeah, 40 laps be what it'd be there, Joe.
Yeah.
Look at DeAndre.
Yeah, he's moved up to fourth. You know, a lot of guys out there pitting right now. Well, Troy Rafford almost ran that thing up into the wall.
That's something he don't want to do.
No, I mean, even if the top guys stay out for another several laps, they're still going to have to make a pit stop. Even with, because, you know, even with 30-some laps to go, there's no way nobody out here can make another pit stop and go 30-some laps. We've not seen it all night long. I think the most, maybe 24, about 25. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. About 24, 25 has been the most we've seen anybody come in tonight. So, with that said, if it goes green the rest of the way, Tim, what you think? Two-tire pit stop for that last one?
I would. Exactly.
All right. Puts Calvin Allison
I did that one night. My pit crew changed 2 tires on mine one night, and I come in second.
Okay. There you go.
I had they was a fast machine out there in front, though.
That's all right. Let's watch this pit stop here by John. Yeah, obviously he's going to get 4 tires this round. Filled up with fuel. And, you know, they'll go as far as they can. Now, the ultimate deal here, and I don't know about how the rule book works there, but I'm going to tell you what. Troy Rafford just went through about 6 different pit stalls coming out of pit road. So
Troy shouldn't have done that. That's not right.
I'm not going to speculate on it. I'll let the admins deal with all that. But he come flying out of pit road and killed every pit man on pit road there. So either way,
tire carriers,
yeah, you saw him flying all over the place. Woohoo! But either way, Team Women's still out front. Well, he got back out in the 7th. Calvin Allison and puts Trey Hoovler, Calvin Allison up front right now, along with Chris Stumps right there along with them. So this is it. If we don't get another pit stop, Tim, don't get another caution by the time the end of this one, when do you think we'll see these guys coming to make their last pit stop?
I would say about lap 85.
Done another 15 laps?
Yeah, I would.
All right. So you'd short pit it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's see if that's what some of these guys do. Short pit or go for the long pits. You say around lap 85. I'll say there's going to be somebody go to at least lap 95. So we'll go with that. How's that?
That'd be fine.
All right. Well, Trey Hoovler, he's out front right now. Chris Stump. Now, Chris Stump might be the one who might try that strategy I'm talking about because, he's really got, I don't know, I'll take that back. Somebody maybe like Calvin Allison might, because he's about in 5th place in points. He definitely would like to try to gain some right now to get up front. Chris might think about it, but then again, he might be trying to mirror what John T. Wimmish is doing out there in order to stay in pace with him as far as points-wise goes.
Well, did Trey Hoover, did he pit?
He did. He pitted 7 laps ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He got ahead of John then.
Yeah, he short pitted.
Chris Stump, wow.
Yeah, Chris Stump right now sitting in 2nd. Troy Rafford up in the 3rd. Calvin Allison there in 4th. You got Greg Willis, who short pitted. Good night for him in that WB3 machine. He's there sitting in the 5th place spot. John Wimmis behind him in 6th. Now, this is the first time John has actually been in traffic. So we saw earlier that Chris Garrett, who actually, trying to find old Chris Garrett here, who actually is out of the race.
Garrett is?
Yeah, the 76 machine who has disconnected, who actually was running down the leader before the pit stops, is disconnecting. He is 6 laps down, so I don't know what in the world him along with. Man, they got a couple trucks out. Chris Garrett, Jamie Christensen, Bruce Potter, JJ Garrett. So both the Garretts are out. And wow, so what a turn of events.
Who has this got the smiley face on?
Oh, you talking about the one in the truck?
Yeah.
That's Calvin Allison. He's out there smiling.
Yeah, I see him now.
Yeah, he's got his helmet that's got the smiley face on. You see that thing real good when he comes down the straightaway.
It looks like a hood.
Yeah, well, he's definitely smiling.
Yeah, that pee everybody off.
What, smiling at him?
Yeah. Look over and smile at him.
Yeah, there you go. We'll get a side view of his truck. He got the Hooligan Motorsports out there. You can kind of see his smiley face through the through the window net there on the side. So smiling at the world. Right now he needs to be. He's up in 4th place.
Yeah, we got Trey Hoover up there leading the race now.
Yeah, I just hate to hear about that on Chris Garrett's part. That's kind of bad because he was before the caution, or not the caution, before the pit. He went into the pits and then maybe connection issues or something like that. I hate to see that on his end, but we were talking about John T. Wimbish. This is the first time he's been in traffic, lap traffic, marred back in it. Now will be interesting to see just how well his truck is. He's not been back here behind other trucks all night long.
Yeah, he's in 6th place now. I don't know about when he comes back across the line.
Yeah, he's still 6th. Like I say, the problem is he's got a lot of ground to make up.
Yes, he has. It don't look good for him right now.
Well, he's got about 3.9 seconds to make up on the leader as he's taking over the 5th place spot over Greg Willis. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, he's going to have to. He's going to be one of. I'm interested to see when he makes his pit stop here.
Look like if Trey wins tonight, it's be 2 wins for him in this league this year.
Doing an outstanding job, ain't he?
Yes, he is.
It's a good run so far these guys are having.
Roy Ralford back up there in 3rd. I thought he would hit the wall, didn't he?
Not sure. The Trey's still out front. Chris Stump's there in 2nd. You got Troy in 3rd. Calvin Allison still in 4th. John T. Wimbish is a couple seconds off of him. And then Artist, he's looking good too. He's back here. He's up in the 6th place spot.
It wouldn't surprise me if tomorrow's paper didn't say something about it.
Oh, I got you. There you go. What, Artist?
Oh, plow.
Who?
Plow through the crowd.
Oh, plow through the crowd. Yeah, well, let's hope nobody plows through the crowd.
Talking about pit road.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we just gotta have fun, you know.
That was funny. Yeah.
Gosh, he come under him, didn't he?
No doubt about it. David Roach looking good up in the 9th place spot.
Yeah, David's coming back up there. He's 10.7 now.
Absolutely. Right now, I tell you, the JCR boys are looking pretty good out there. I got John Wimbish and Trey out front. But, Dale Albright not having the night he wants. Chris Stump's up there, so they're commanding the points, and they're commanding a race right now. It's still anybody's ball game, though.
Don's coming, though, there, Joe. He's in 5th now.
Yeah, and he's about 2.9 seconds back from the leader.
That ain't far.
He is knocking off some time. I mean, last time around, let's see how fast he was. He's only about 0.02 of a second quicker than Calvin Allison was the last lap.
He'll catch him if he keeps that up.
Well, he's faster than the top 4 right now.
Don's been fast all night long there, Joe. He just gets caught up sometimes, you know.
Yeah, let's go back to our 3rd place guy in points, old Tommy Haynes. He's got that machine out there. Right now, he's not having the night he would like. He's back in 13th spot.
Tommy'd like to be up there around 4th or 5th, too. I know he would. David just picked up another one. No, he just dropped one.
Well, he's going into pits. So he's actually taking your pit strategy. He's going in early.
Told you.
That's only one.
Hey, wait.
Travis Pryor hasn't been able
If
to.
this heated up battle keeps on, they won't.
Yeah, true. Travis Pryor, ever since he hit that wall, has not been able to bounce back. He's been back in 17th the whole entire time, and just not the night he wants.
Roy Radford just took over 2nd place from Chris Stump, Joe, and Calvin Allison back to 4th.
Yeah. And they're all actually nose to tail. And so it's a battle between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Looked like Chris Stump's down under. Well, he was.
Yeah, good battle going on there. That's going to let John T. Wimbish, pull right up on these guys.
Yes, it is.
John
Lowe.
It's actually, they're all, that's the race leader and all back up there.
That Calvin Allison is using that way low line.
Yeah, boys, I've been talking about it all night. But the 05 DeAndre Artis, I mean, he has been the fast guy. He's a 10th faster than John Wimbish on that lap, and them boys is chasing down that top 4. So, I said if they can catch a break and get up there and start racing with these boys, those are the 2 fastest trucks on the track right now.
Yeah, he's right behind John Wimbish there.
What happened to Chris Garrett?
Chris Garrett had connection issues, had electrical problems, so he's looks like he reconnected, but he's looks like he's finally decided to call it a night.
Yeah, I hate to see that because he was actually was pretty quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of quick trucks here tonight that's out of the race. JJ was fast earlier. He took himself out there, and Josh Thornton was pretty fast here tonight. Got caught up in another wreck. And, a couple of guys having some bad luck. I tell you what, Stephen Page has made his way back up to 12th. Don't sound like it's that great of a night for him, but started 4th here tonight. Had a pretty promising night and got in early trouble, but he's slowly creeped his way back up in the top 15, which to salvage his finish here tonight. Hopefully he can get on it and make him a top 10 spot before tonight's over with.
What about Wesley Whitfield there, Dustin?
Yeah, he's a new addition this year or this week, and Wesley's he's a pretty good old fella. He's looks like he's gonna be a good addition to the league as well, and he's just biding his time, it looks like, just trying to ride around and get a feel for it here tonight. So he said he's gonna take it easy for his first race. Not too bad sitting here 12th. Survival is the biggest thing. So you got to get to the end of the race for anything to happen. So it looks like we got to change for the lead up front.
Yeah, in the meantime, while I was doing that, they was 3 wide battling for the lead, and old Calvin Allison snuck up there and took it. That has let these guys, man, just become nose to tail. The top 5 guys here are all, actually top 6 guys now are just under a blanket.
Oh boy, he's a smiling too.
He is. He's probably got grinning ear to ear right now as John T. Wimbish going to take the high side. Looks like a couple of them coming into pits. They're coming in early at lap 87. It's going to lead these top guys up here. Let's see what old Artist man does. He's definitely got a fast machine. He's going to look on the high side there. John Wimbish going to cut the door off on him. Now, you don't want to do that too often, as if he gets a run on him. We talked about the bump and run, and, hey, John's fault. You blocked. You got to know the consequences on blocking.
Tell you what, these boys got to come down pit road at least one more time here tonight with about 23 to go. These are going to be the drivers to beat if they can get on and off pit road like they need to. It's going to be, if they let Calvin get out there, he's going to run away with this thing. He's just too tough to let go in this race. So we'll see if he can hold it up front here.
Comes John T.
Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, John T's coming on pit road. Lap 89.90.
Well, little. Anyway, Calvin getting mighty close to that wall.
He's going to be one of the ones that's going to try to stretch it out there, it looks like.
Andre is in second now.
Yeah, he got up in the second due to John and him actually going into the pits.
Greg Willis is there too. John fell back, what, 6? 4.
John went into the pit road.
Tommy Hines is in 7.
Yeah, so we got a lot of pit road or pit stops happening right now. Green flag pit stops.
Yeah.
It looks like Calvin Allison's going to take that. Let's take it to lap 95 routine here. And it might work out, because here's the thing. Now, let's think about this. If it goes green the rest of the way, John T. Wimbledon a lap down. If he comes in, if he can make it another 10 laps, he comes in, does a 2-tire stop. John and him might not have enough time to run him down. That might be a strategy he's looking at.
I'll tell you what, Calvin Allison is he's pretty strong, but now you got look at that, Chris Stump.
Yeah, Chris Stump gets his lap back.
Yep. Fresh tires.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, you're going to see actually, Calvin Allison below, and here he comes into pits now, so he's going to bring it in early. Just kind of curious. I'm going to watch his pit stop here. I'm kind of curious to see what he does on pit road. I don't know if he's going to take this late in. I'd say he takes 4 tires.
I'm looking dead at him. He missed his pit stop.
Nah, he made it. Yeah, he's taking 4 tires.
He sure did.
That's a good pit stop. The problem is he's not going to beat John and them out. He's going to come out and he's going to be right there behind them.
What is pit speed? Pit road speed?
Yeah, he's going to come out and he's going to be right
pit road
behind
speed's
them.
55 mile an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to come out and he's going to be right behind them. So he's going to have a little fresher tires than they are by about 3 or 4 laps. And he's going to maybe try to use that to his advantage later on in the run.
He ain't got but right up, what, 19 laps to go?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's got about 3 or 4 lap newer tires, which might play a factor coming down with about 3 or 4 laps. Now, what he would like to see is these guys get up here and battle. Artist, Troy, and John get up here and battle a little bit. And that'll help him catch up to him.
Trey Hubler and Chris Stump just took over the lead. John Wimbless is back there right behind them.
Yeah, they're right there on him.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, it is, because Trey Hubler is out front now. Has he done pitted?
Yes, he has. Yep.
Oh, boy, that's bad.
Yep. All these guys up here have pitted. And the thing about it is, John definitely would not want to see Chris pass that guy up there. You still see Trey Hubler blinking. That's what Chris don't want to see. But you definitely don't want to, John wouldn't want to see Chris win this race because that's a good points night. But here's what he wants to see. Trey Troy Radford on the outside there to 21 and make him use his tires. And obviously Calvin Allison wants to see that too, so he'll get back up there in the mix.
John's using that low line.
He is, but look at that. Troy Radford was able to make the pass on him up high.
Sure did, didn't he?
I just got a feeling all night long we've seen John out front, and we've seen him many, many a times. You out front dominating earlier on, you get marred back in traffic a little bit, and you just can't get the handle. Not like a guy who's been in traffic all night long, and then later on in the race, he gets a good run and gets up front. Usually he's already known how to modulate it. Sometimes it works out for you to be out front a lot. Sometimes it don't.
Look at DeAndre there. He's in fifth place. He's right on John Wembley there.
Yeah, he's hoping he can get a good run somehow, and Trey Hoover's just hoping he can hang on for another 15 laps.
We've said it a bunch of times. It's something to catch them, but to pass them is another thing.
It is, and a lot of these guys using different lines. Some are using low lines, some are using high lines. Some are losing the middle of the line. You can see Chris Stump trying to look down low, but then their Trey slams the door on him there. But here comes the fastest man on the track's got to be that 94, Troy Radford right now, as he's moving up there pretty quickly.
Gonna pick up under him there.
Yeah, he's definitely got a bad fast machine. Look at that. He's gonna take that low line. He might make that pass look easy on the 98.
Oh, he's gonna take it away from him there, Joe. He's
Absolutely.
gonna get Trey Hoover too, look like.
You know, DeAndre right there is looking pretty good too, still in the 5th place spot. Like I say, Calvin Allison, I think about the only chance he has is to see all these guys get up here and maybe just start mixing it up a little bit.
Be the only thing it could be good for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's quick. He actually picked up a little time on all of them right there last time Calvin did. So you can see, though, that's what he wants to see. These guys, man, side by side, battling it out amongst each other.
Come Troy Alford right there. He's jumping in line now.
Ooh,
That
look at
05, DeAndre.
Woo, boy, them guys are right
DeAndre,
there.
look at him.
And they are right there on top of each other. Yellow flag's out.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he didn't get it, I don't think.
That is Corey Wharton losing it, coming out of the turn, and just tore that 99 all to pieces. Slams the outside wall. That thing just looped out around him. Well, Calvin Allison, here's the thing. Do you pit?
They got 11, 12 laps to go.
I say no, but that's just me.
I don't think so, but look who slipped into 3rd place.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, DeAndre.
Yeah,
he's got a fast machine. Now, Calvin Allison, who's got probably the freshest tires out there amongst those guys. It's going to help him out to get on a good restart here. And, you know, 2 things I like to point out. Obviously, the last lap puts an end to it. 5 to go. Usually a caution comes out with 5 to go. That puts an end to it. So, we could be racing with about, I'm going to say 8, 7 laps, or we could be racing only for about another couple laps or so. Got to keep that in the back of your mind. And Trey Hoover, he had a bunch of hungry lines there on his back tailgate before this caution came out.
That DeAndre Artis there is really hungry.
Newcomer, looking good.
He is looking good.
Let's see if he can't pull it off in that 05 machine here. I say nobody comes into the pits. I could be wrong. Let's see if they come in. It looks like they are. I'll be honest with
Everybody's
you.
coming in.
You know what? If I was in the back, I'd take a chance to stay out, but that'd just be me.
Well, if you're down, 2 or 3 laps, yes.
Well, you're going to get the weight around in, but I'm just saying, I don't know. Now, well, even though they are coming on pit road, who takes 2 tires, who takes 4?
See, DeAndre, Calvin Allison took 2. DeAndre coming out in 3rd. That just depends on
John T and them's taking
Hoover.
John T, Chris and all them's taking 4.
That puts him back in 3rd.
Yeah. Now, Calvin actually had pretty new tires to begin with, so here we go.
He really didn't have to pit, Joe.
No, he really didn't. He was only about 7 lap old tires. Why not? If leaders come in, he only had about maybe 3 or 4, newer set of tires. But it was smart for him to maybe take the 2-tire stop, though.
Yeah, but I believe he messed up though.
Who's that?
Calvin Allison.
Why's that?
Yeah, DeAndre is hungry. I've been watching him tonight, and he is moving.
It is true.
Yeah, Tim, you're right. He's been the fastest truck about all night, so we'll see what he can do up here.
Yeah, he has, Dustin. He has been the fastest. I've been watching him.
I guarantee you those 2 in front of him is going to make it about as wide as they can, so it's going to be a good battle here then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go back to what y'all said. You can catch them. Can you pass them?
That's right. And I tell you, one of the hardest, definitely the hardest 2 to pass is that 90 and that 28. So, DeAndre may be a newcomer, but he may put something on him here tonight. So he's been he's been pretty fast. So we'll see what he can do here.
He got also
it's going to be the finish we wanted, Joe. That's for sure.
He'll be starting on the Calvin Allison. So we'll see what's going to happen there in a minute there, Dustin.
No, he'll be starting under Chris Stump. He'll be starting behind Calvin. So actually, he'll actually get an advantage, actually, really, because I never like being the second place guy. Third place guy usually gets an advantage because they can watch the leader, and as soon as he goes, guess what? You go.
For real? Ain't no backup.
That's what I'm saying. You can take off and go. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. I don't count out, though, Chris Stump, John T, and Troy Rappert. I mean, they're all back there, too. Fast machines. They're all on equal tires, all on equal fuel. It's pretty much going to be a dogfight from here. And Calvin Allison's going to need the start of his life on this one.
I tell you, that 3rd place truck right there, Joe, he has showed me something tonight.
What he showed you?
DeAndre.
What he showed you?
He's driving the heck out of that truck.
He's been doing that really good tonight. He actually he started 25th tonight and has moved up to 3rd.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying.
So he's moved through the field methodically and very patiently. It's going to be interesting to see.
You go ahead and take him to the green.
Well, we're going to see what happens here. Should be the final time here tonight, barring that there's not a caution real quick. Because like I say, if they go around here for at least another 3 or 4 laps and a caution flies, it could be over with. Now, it's going to be in the back of the mind of Calvin Allison, as he definitely is, he's going to be one that wants to look at that. Like you said, DeAndre is going to be there, but count out Trey, Chris, and John, or Troy. Or, heck, don't even count out Greg. I mean, the whole top 10, any of these guys probably could pull it off.
I tell you what, Dustin, if DeAndre finishes 3rd, that's pretty darn good for his first start.
Oh yeah, but I think he's going to get in here and try to battle these boys. But I tell you, them front 2's hard to get around. So, and then you got John creeping back there in 5th as we get ready to go green here.
Yeah.
Pace cars coming out of turn 4 here. Should be for the final time here tonight. Hopefully here at Auto Club Speedway under the lights. As that pace car comes out of turn number 4, it's going to take that hard left turn. And Calvin Allison, the man up front, the 28 machine, he is definitely going to send these guys a sailing off here across the line. He's going to need the start of his life here tonight. And here we go. Green flag, waste no time, drops to the apron. And there goes the man, Troy Rappert. He cuts the nose off of that man in 2nd place there as they head off into turn 1. Look at that, DeAndre, he's looking to the insides. They come out of turn 2.
Told you, DeAndre's hungry, Bubba.
Well, he's got new tires. He's going to look. Calvin Allison, though, he's out front. Don't count them guys out behind him, though. He just didn't get that run coming off of turn 2. Here comes Troy Rafford on the high side.
DeAndre is down low. He's going to take that away from Trey Hoover.
Well, the block put on by Calvin Allison. He slams the door down low. Here comes Chris Stump, that 98, though. Don't count him out.
I tell you what, it's amazing how he's done that tonight, though. That for his first race with us.
Well, that is true. But right now, he's got a bunch of hungry lions behind him on his tailgate. That would actually be the 98, the 90 back there. He needs running out of time to run down that man in the 28 machine up there. Again, we talked about it. Catching and passing, that's two different things. The man that's dominated tonight, the 21, John T. Wimbish, he's marred back in traffic. Just can't get that momentum to go up front.
I don't think Chris is going to be able to get around DeAndre neither.
Well, if all Calvin wants him to do is get up there and ruffle his feathers a little bit, though.
That's all he needs.
That's it. That's what Calvin wants. He wants that number 98 to get up there and mix it up with the 05. And hopefully, even if DeAndre maybe tries to battle for the lead, he's going to hope that the 98 gets up there and tries to do something to stop him. Oh, DeAndre's in a wall, and that's going to kill all momentum for him.
I'll be a some gun.
Yep, that is it. He'll drop like a rock right now because the momentum's gone, and he won't have enough time to come back through the field. He gets back in the clutches back there. The 90, we've seen it all night long. This place will jump out and bite you just like that.
Got a little bit too high there, Joe.
It pushes up the track on you before you know it.
You got John T there with Trey Hoover there coming down under him, or is trying to, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, those guys back there in a good battle going on for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place spot. As you got, though, Chris Stump, he wants to run down that man up there, but catch and pass, and 5 to go here at Auto Club. As they head off into the turn, Calvin Allison, he knows he's got a little bit older side tires than that man behind him. If he can just hold him off behind him there, he's going to make that truck awful wide.
Well, if he gets on up, if Chris Stump gets up there on him, it's going to be a battle.
Well, he's up on him, but he keeps that low line covered. Doesn't want him to get a run down low on him as they head off into the turn this time. I mean, Chris is there. One little small slip by Calvin, and that 98's going around him.
Yeah, he shut the door on him. He shut the door on him a while ago.
Just got a feeling, Chris Stump's got a little bit better tires, and it might be just a matter of time before he pushes him going into the turn. As you see Calvin Allison there, now he can hold his momentum up a little bit going into the turn.
Chris Stump, he's waiting. There he goes.
Yeah, but he goes on the inside. Nope, Calvin goes down low. Still battle. He did battle back here, though. Old Trey Hoover. You still got DeAndre holding on along with John T. Wimbish. So we got a battle for the lead and a battle going on for 3rd and 4th and 5th.
Trey Hoover and DeAndre is right there together, ain't they?
They are. They're actually mixing it up. And Chris Stump's trying everything he can, along with old Trey Hoover back there trying everything he can. We got 3 to go. Going to be 2 to go when they come to the line. Calvin Allison is definitely fighting for his life up front.
Yes, he is, Joe.
Chris Stump's just wanting him to make one mistake. That's all he needs is for him to make one mistake.
He's going to try it anyway.
Well, he's going to try that high line. And
Calvin, he shut the door on him.
Yes, he did. Cut his nose off, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
This is a race to the end right here, y'all.
Well, he's going to have to. Yellow flag's out. That's the end of the race.
Is over.
John T. Wimbish involved in that one. Hard licking to the wall. And Calvin Allison is going to pull this one off. Let's go back on the replay and watch. Oh, no. Troy Rafford was the one who got spun around. And John T. nowhere to go. Let's see what happened on a different view here. They were 3 wide. DeAndre, and it looks like the 90 blinked, and when he did, he came back and boom, nowhere to go. Oh, another truck, man, hit hard right there. Not sure who that was, but man, Troy Rafford, John T. Wimbish, And that is not a hitting the points John wanted to see here, because that's going to drop him all the way back to 17th. But look at that. That man right there, Calvin Allison, is going to pull it off. Held on to it, 2-tire stop, and then put it in victory lane here tonight.
And Chris Stump and DeAndre. Is DeAndre in the...
DeAndre was able to survive, and you know, even hitting a wall, he was back there battling with those guys, and he was 3 wide amongst that. And it just looks like the 90, he's been blinking all night long a little bit. He just blinked a little bit, and when it did, Troy Rafford, the wrong place, wrong time. They touched, send him, spin him spinning. John T. Wimmis nowhere to go, and you know how that goes. Whamma.
It's happened to John a couple of weeks, you know, this season.
And it has, and you know, Chris loves it because obviously it's a good points night for him. Another guy that probably don't like it is, you know, John's not going to like on that one too good. But, you know, like you said, it happens. It's one of them racing deals.
All right, we got Calvin Allison, Chris Stump, and DeAndre. I tell you what, Trey Hoover, he did finally get it in there in 4th, and Jason Dockery, number 5.
Absolute racing.
We ain't been talking about him, have we?
Who's that?
Jason Dockery.
He made it up in the 5th place spot, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Let him do his burnout. I'm gonna be busy just a second. Hang on.
Oh, I'm bringing down some. I'm bringing down people here. Way to get through the wreck. I hear you. It was a good one. Good finish here to this one. So, wow. All right. Well, let's wow. I'm gonna bring up our 3rd place man here. DeAndre Artis. Tim, you with me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna bring up DeAndre. Let's get talking with him.
DeAndre Artis, you got a copy on Tim McBrayer in the booth?
10-4, I got a copy.
Buddy, you showed me something tonight.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I try to do my best.
I thought if you hadn't gotten a wall, where you think it ended up, Bubba?
I think I could have had first if I didn't get in the wall, honest with you. I saw Calvin only had 2 tires because of the last run. But he had probably the freshest left sides that anybody would have had if anybody would have took 2. So I was hoping to stay green to the end, and then I got into the wall by accident, so that kind of killed my momentum. I had to fight off for 3rd place.
Yeah, but I tell you, you started, what, 24th and ended up in 3rd? I mean, that's a win.
Yeah, I fought my way through the field. It was good racing throughout the field. It was really fun. Probably one of the most fun races I done had at Auto Club by far.
DeAndre, we all from where we at in the booth and everything, we welcome you to the racing team. And buddy, you showed them tonight how to do it.
So thank you, I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys broadcasting too.
Well, we appreciate you too, man. Has he got anybody you want to thank?
Big shout out to DSR Dirty South Racing for picking me up. This is my first race for him, and looking forward to the season.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friend, we've seen you tonight, and you showed them you can come from the back. I told Joe earlier, and I tell you, that was awesome. I love the way you race. I love the way you handle that truck, and the last 3 or 4 laps there before you hit the wall, how did you feel?
I felt like I was going to catch. I was slowly catching up to Calvin after the restart. After the lead he had on the restart, I was just slowly inching away on him. Also fighting off Chris. That was pretty tough because he was on my back bumper. But I felt like I had a winning capable car on that last restart.
All right, DeAndre, I appreciate it, man, and we all give you a shout there, man, because you've done good tonight, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend.
All right, that's DeAndre right there. Did an outstanding job here tonight. Well, bring up our second place man, Chris Stump, just to talk in with him.
Chris Stump, it's Tim McBrayer in the booth. You got a copy?
10-4, Tim.
Man, it was hard, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was real, very, very difficult to pass. Yeah, and the clean air was a pretty big advantage.
I don't think anybody had anything for Calvin.
If it would have went green this last couple laps, I would have liked to see how it played out.
Yeah, he was doing pretty good now. DeAndre was coming up on you pretty good there too.
Yeah, he got in the fence off the 2, I think, and that kind of set him back a little bit. But yeah, he was definitely fast.
He was fast all night long there, Chris. So you got anybody you want to thank there, Chris?
Yeah, I think Homeland Security and Immigration and Immigration and Customs Enforcement. We're here in California, and our ICE agents are kind of having a hard time in California doing their job. So just want to give them a shout out.
Well, we appreciate you, man. There, you go ahead and enjoy that second place there. Hopefully we get to see you next week here. It won't be too many more races. We'll be going for that chase.
Yeah, it should be exciting. It's as you saw tonight, there was almost a dozen guys that probably could have won if the dice would have went their way. But yeah, it's a heck of a group of guys, and it should be fun.
All right, Chris, you have a good night, buddy. We'll catch you next week.
Thanks, Tim.
All right, second place man right there, Chris Stump. And, Tim, we're going to interview the winner tonight, man, Calvin Allison.
That'd be fine. You can have him another night.
All right, I'll bring him up here and let's get a talk in with him.
Calvin Allison, it's Tim McBrayer in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do, buddy.
What a win, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
I was watching you all night long tonight, and you got down, but buddy, you come right back to the front. You had some fast trucks right there behind you there, Calvin, but DeAndre hit the wall, and that's what saved it, I believe.
Yeah, I just took a risk there at the end. I mean, I'd already won twice this year, so I figured, why not? And I just went with 2, and I was able to get a good restart, and then they raced for a little bit, and then Chris was the only one that had me worried because we'd pulled away by a second over the field, and I'd say if that caution hadn't come out, we could probably had a good side-by-side finish there at the end.
Yeah, I was wondering why Chris, was it Chris or Trey? One of them had newer tires, but they come in anyway. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'd gotten off strategy because the way that first caution fell, so I just stayed out hoping for a caution at the end until I had to pit, and then by then the fresher tires had gotten by me, so I threw caution to the wind there at the end.
But did that car handle good from the last pit stop?
I like a really loose truck. That's how I build all my sets. I build them to where they start out kind of snug and then just free up gradually. And it was pretty free, but it wasn't terrible. I had to kind of feather the throttle in the center, but on the exit I could just flat foot it and keep a pretty good distance.
It was in the center. You were right about that one. Man, I tell you what, you got anybody you want to find?
Yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting. I always like going back and watching. It's fun, especially when I'm sitting at work and don't have nothing to do. And thanks to Dustin for putting on the league, and just thanks to all the clean racing. It's a whole lot of fun racing in this league, more fun than I've had in years on here league racing wise. So hopefully we can keep it up.
Yeah, that talk before the race started, I believe it done some good there, Calvin.
Oh yeah, Dustin likes to lay the law down
make sure everybody understands what's going on. And most of the time, people listen. Some do and some don't. But you see the ones that stick around are the ones that's capable of doing what he asks us to. So that's what makes the league good.
That's good, buddy. All right, man. We'll catch you next week, maybe. We got a few more weeks, and we'll be into the chase there. You gonna be there?
Oh yeah, I'll be there. Bells on.
I heard that, buddy. You have a good night there, Calvin.
Thank you.
You too, man.
All right, tonight's winner right there, Calvin Allison, doing an awesome job here. It's going to get our race results here tonight, unofficial here. Calvin Allison putting it out front. Chris Stump coming in second. DeAndre Artis right there in third. Trey Hoovler fourth. Jason Dockery up in the fifth place. Corey Blevins finishing in the sixth. Greg Willis there in seventh. Keith Dunn in eighth. David Roach in ninth. Around the top 10, it's going to be Brady Briggs. As you look through the rest of this field, heartbreaker for John T. Wimbish and Troy Radford here tonight as they end up 19th and 20th. But man, what a run and what a race, what a finish. It came down to pit strategy and just a caution. Any final words on it, Tim?
Yeah, I noticed Travis Pryor come back up there at the last there in 11th place there, Joe. He tried. But I tell you what, this is a race. This track right here is a great speedway, and I knew we were going to see a good race tonight. And they did what I said. They got all over the place, but they held it right, held it off one another, and they respect one another. That's the only way you can race right here, is have respect for the drivers beside you. And they'll respect you, Joe. And I tell you what, buddy, they done a good job tonight. And I appreciate being here. I'll be here every time you want me to be, man. I appreciate you, Joe.
All righty. Well, sentiments on that one. A good race here. We're going to leave Auto Club here under the lights here tonight, folks. What a race here to these guys. And congratulations to Calvin Allison pulling this thing off. Awesome, awesome finish on his end. Until then, myself, Joe White, and Tim McBriar. Everyone, have a good night.